Let's so hey everyone. So the today I'm going to talk about DOK, how to get data on Kubernetes. So as you know, obviously that the community's name is Data on Kubernetes. So I'm going to talk about how can you really get your data on Kubernetes and how our community is working towards it. So let me introduce myself. I'm Kaivalya Koparkar. As Bart mentioned, I am a foundation intern with Data on Kubernetes community. I am program manager at Community Classroom, organizer at CNCF Nasik, mentor at MLH, community coach at Sao Labs, open source contributor and advocate. And I love to help people and communicate with them and network with more people and learn every time new things from them. So that's all about me. So moving ahead with our topic. So what is TOK? And why do we need this project? So let me first tell you what is DOK project. So as the name suggests that it's a project and that's been involved with the community. So we have been like moving forward with a new idea of a project of uh, getting data on Kubernetes. And as you all know that we have been known as like a community which spreads awareness by doing sessions and collaborations with awesome people who are doing really amazing work in the community. So that's we are always trying to put forward how we can get data on Kubernetes. So we once we are thinking of bringing a project which demonstrates our motive. So this is like what is DOK project. I hope you might have understood that. And why do we need this project? So as you said that our community tries to put forward the ideas and steps and spread awareness about how to get data on Kubernetes. And Kubernetes is like uh, Kubernetes is able to handle data. So that's why we wanted something that should uh, enhances as you know that some things like if we have some like strong thing to show off to like people that see this can be actually implemented in like a project or something like that, that's a bonus thing. And obviously this is the first project of Data on Kubernetes community which is open source. So that's what makes a difference, that we are making everything open source, and it is like materializing our concepts into a running project in a live world. So what's the architecture of the project? When I say architecture, don't get confused, but it's pretty simple. So this is what architecture looks like. I know it would look a bit like intimidating at the first, that there are a lot many things and so many colors flowing through, but I will try to explain each and every component in easy way so you can understand about it. So first thing is the first part at this point. So that is rap. So Bart and Karuna write raps and do raps. So we have the rap lyrics, and what we are trying to do is we are trying to get this rap lyrics on a database which runs on Kubernetes. So you can understand rap is data, and we are trying to put that data on in a database which runs on Kubernetes. So ultimately, it is data on Kubernetes. So this is what it is that the wrapper, which is Bart and Karuna, they get themselves their lyrics in files in a separate repository or folder or anything system file structure, and then we write some code to get like code to how the data would be written on database. No need to like uh, feel overwhelmed. This is the structure. Second thing is uh, the like flow of pipeline. So this is what the code gets containerized and all those things. So this is second step where the code actually gets like it's a flow for moving data till database. So data is moving through these steps to get into database, and at the last with the Argo workflow, it gets into the database. So I'm pretty sure you might have got confused with all those big architectures. So I try to came up with my own small architecture, which is much simplified. So here at the first, you can recognize it's Bart, and what he's doing is he's making raps, and which has really lyrics, right? So it's on lyrics. So rap lyrics are there at one place, and then there's a Kubernetes cluster running where it has data integration pipeline, which is running on Argo, and there's a Cassandra database. So this runs on Kubernetes cluster. So as of now, we are using only one Kubernetes cluster, but we are going to make it a bit flexible. That way would be able to separate them and multi-clustered. But as of now, it's same. So you can think of way that Bart makes raps and puts the lyrics in this uh, repository where all the files of raps would be there. And then this data integration pipeline in specific time intervals will pull these data files into itself, and then whatever the like all the contributors, how they write the code file, that code file will contain all the steps how the data should be written on the database. So the data pipeline will fetch the data from the rap lyrics files at fixed time intervals, and then write it into Cassandra database, which runs on Kubernetes. So in ultimate way, this happens to be a data on Kubernetes. So this is the project we are trying to implement, and we are currently working really hard on it. And contributing opportunities, so as I said, it's open source, and not only like people related or like us interns and all the other authorities would be only contributing to it. It's not like that. It's open source, and many people are being part of this initiative and are being with us for contributing. So this is like a small like picture of one of our meetings. We do bi-weekly meeting where we meet all our contributors and try to see how what difficulties are they facing, are they facing any difficulties or what, and try to solve it and share each other's learning so we can grow together. So this is what it is to be like contributing to DOK project. We are not trying to push itself. We are trying to keep it fun, to keep it simple. We are trying to keep it fun. So if you can see by joining us, cheering us up, and we are all trying our best. And what we all do is we are not all very advanced or pro in this sector, or we all are students and still learning. So all you can, or everyone you can see in this picture uh, are not really that experienced, or I can say the technologies which are using, they are just starting with it. So all are starters. It's not like we are pro in this technology and everything like that. So we are all we came together, we are doing learning together, we are helping each other learn. And every tech stack which is mentioned in the architecture, we are learning it, we are moving ahead with everyone and making sure that everyone is with everyone. So if you want to contribute, you can, I will show the steps how you can contribute to stick along. So if you want to get involved, this is simple trick. You have to join the Slack with this link, or Bart can share the link in the YouTube chat, or you can see it in the description. So join the Slack, and there's a channel named How to DOK Project. So join that channel, so that way you can get involved with all the contributors. There are many awesome people like Brad and team who are helping us with this project, who are really experienced people in this industry. So you can definitely seek guidance from them. Then there's a form. I will be sharing this slide, so you will get the form link, or it's bookmarked to the How to DOK Project channel as well. So you can see there, you have to fill that form to get the meeting update, so you don't miss on any meeting. And if you have any question, you have to make a document, question and answer document, that where if you face any question, add the question there, and then ask it in our Slack to the people and tag people so that people can answer. And once you get answer, add the answer to the document as well. Why we are doing this? Because if a person runs into the same issue, and instead of going through the same process, he can look to other people's document and cope up with the answer which worked well for them. And that way we are able to move efficiently with our project. And it helps us also to keep track that at what stage people are there and what problems contributors are facing. Uh, And then as well you can find all we have a document where all learning resources for the project are listed, where anyone likes a video, he or she adds the video link to the document, so that other people can use the same resource to get through it. So that way, again, they improve the efficiency, so that people don't have to jump over resources. There are many resources on internet, so which works better for others, so we can help each other out with the resources. So that's how it goes. Yeah, bye.
You're done. That was amazing. Absolutely
Yeah.
incredible. And very, very simple to follow. It's like you're saying, is like, look, no one needs to be, a total expert that they invented Kubernetes or that they've been working with this stuff for a long time. It's about being together and having a good time. All right. If we don't do that, then everything else then everything for me will be a failure. So if we put that first, that we're here to enjoy, to laugh, to help each other, to support, everyone will teach each other, everyone will learn from each other. That's really what this is about. So, Kewalia, I think you did a fantastic job in your presentation, man. Great job.
Yeah, this is like a group sport and not a singular sport, so we have to fill up each other's downfalls and help them like restart or anything like that, grow with each other and help everyone out. So that's how the collaboration works. So if you are never been into open source or anything like that, this is the best opportunity to work with a really great project with great mentors and all the starters, because obviously when you are starting with a project, you won't it's difficult to find someone who is on the same learning stage as you. But here all are learners and we are all learning together, so it can be a really great push with great technologies, great mentors, and great peers to work with.
Absolutely. Very well said, Kewalia. Thank you very much. We'll be seeing you very soon.
Yeah.
Kewalia is also very active in Twitter and LinkedIn. Definitely check him out, follow him. He's always posting really cool stuff. Very, very involved in lots of different open source projects. So definitely a good person to have on your radar. Thanks a lot, Kewalia.